Hi everyone, this is Purse Doll here and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a lovely day. Today I'm going to be filming yet another handbags that I've sold video, only this one's going to be shorter because if you watch some of my other videos you know that I've been selling a lot of handbags and so I don't really have a lot left to sell. And I did make an anniversary video and I'll link it in the description bar below of my entire current collection, and then these two bags were in the collection. And then after having seen everything laid out, I did a lot more thinking over the past little while, and I decided that while I like these bags, they kind of had to go in my collection. I'll explain why. And so I feel like these two bags require a little bit more explanation because I did reveal them as Holy Grail bags in another video. And to me, it's the idea of the bags that was the Holy Grail part, but in reality, it wasn't quite what I was looking for. At least it wasn't what I was looking for based on, I guess, the price that I paid for it. Okay, so first up is this bag over here. This is a medium large Chanel flat bag. It's a double flat bag in pink lambskin leather with silver hardware. And so the reason why I got this bag is because I feel like a pink Chanel is the most exquisite kind of like bag I could have possibly have gotten. It was sort of the idea of having a pink Chanel bag is so, I guess it seems like it's so, in a way, impractical, but at the same time so feminine that I wanted it. Like I had always thought, you know, I'd get a black one and then that would be fine because that's the classic one, that's the one that's going to wear well. But then in my heart, whenever I saw pink Chanel, my heart would just flutter. And so I decided to get this one, and I bought this one secondhand, and it is made out of lambskin, as I said, and it was very easy to use because lambskin is very soft, and I did really like that. I definitely love the silver hardware. I'm just going to show you pictures of the inside here. So these are personal pictures of the bag. So that's what the inside looked like. So it had double flap, and this is the back of the bag, and I think this part is just like the chain here. So let me just go back to the first picture here. Okay, so I really did like wearing this bag. I think it had a smooth transition from me getting the bag and then using it in real life, and that usually is a really good sign. Because it was already a bag that was previously loved, it was already kind of worn in, and I liked this pink a lot. It was a very light pink, but one of the problems with it is that, and I had known this when I bought this bag, that this bag isn't the original color that it came in. I think it was recolored, and you can kind of tell that it is when you look up close and when you feel the bag. And initially, I really liked that about this bag because when Chanel recolors their bag, the texture, especially for lambskin, the texture does change and it becomes a little bit tougher. And I kind of like that because I wanted the bag to not be so delicate. I know for some people that would probably have been a con because if they are buying the lambskin, they want the super soft original color. So I think the original color of this bag was pink. It's just that it got recolored again. And the reason why I sold this bag is because it kind of didn't live up to well, it was a really nice bag. It didn't live up to the hype that I had sort of hyped it up in my mind, and it almost like it was kind of like doomed from the start in that sense, where there was just so much expectation for my pink Chanel bags, and I'll talk about the second one in a second. I felt like this would be really easy to use, and it was very easy to use. It fit more than my caviar classic flap because it was so soft, but I felt like it was a little bit more worn than I liked. When I first got it, this is what I'm noticing about myself. When I first get a handbag that is pre-loved, I actually like that it looks very worn in because I can use it right away, but then I kind of switch a little bit. After some time, I kind of get almost tired of like how worn it looks. I don't know if you can see like on the chain, like the leather through the chain, it's really worn. It's actually a different color from the rest of the bag, and I could see that it would probably age with me using it more frequently. And if I were just to keep that bag, I guess that would be fine. But it was one of those cases where I decided that I liked the bag, but I wasn't in love with the bag, and I'd better sell it now before it gets even more worn and maybe less valuable. And so, once again, it is a really lovely bag. People ask me if lambskin is delicate, and I would say that it is definitely more delicate than caviar leather. Having a light colored bag does make me feel a little bit more nervous than not. But when I used it, I felt fine at the time that I was using it. I just know that I have even more carefree bags than this. So it wasn't totally an issue about it being delicate. Like, it wasn't so delicate as in like I super babied it, but at the same time, I really appreciate my super carefree bags because this one, I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of it being carefree, is probably smack dab in the middle of like a 5, somewhere that's acceptable. But I know that I have other bags that are probably like 7, 8 in terms of carefreeness. I have not rated any bag 10, I guess, but you know, in terms of carefreeness, this was sort of like just in the middle. So it was acceptable, but I felt like I liked the bag, but that it didn't give me that big of a wow factor after the initially having this bag. I think part of the other problem too is that even though I really like the color, I have a lot of pink bags, and you know, they're various shades of pink. I have bags that are, I have a bag that's more of a fuchsia colored and like bright hot pink, and then I have like sort of a medium pink, and I have a pale pink, and I felt like this color is very similar to my Prada bag, and I prefer the Prada pink a little bit more. It's a little bit lighter than this one, and to be honest, I'm kind of, for my next pink bag, I'm probably going to be looking for something more of a, like a more subtle, even subtler than this, like a more kind of dusty pink. And I didn't think that I liked dusty pink before because, you know, it wasn't bright enough, but I'm starting to change my mind, and I don't know if that's because I'm getting older or whatever. So I did end up selling this bag. And then on a same note, I pretty much sold the sister bag. So I'm going to just show you here. Oops, that's not. Okay, so this is the front here, and I think a lot of people would be shocked. I actually got a lot of compliments on this bag. This is the Chanel Square Mini bag, and this is in the pink caviar leather with the gold hardware, and it is really, really hard to get Chanel Mini bags, and this one is discontinued. I think this bag is over 10 years old. It's from the early 2000s, I think, and this is at the time when they still gold-plated their hardware, and so the chains felt extra heavy, and it was really, really yellow. I thought that this was my ultimate holy grail bag because I love pink, and what's better than lambskin pink, but caviar pink, right? Because it'd be more durable, and the fact that it's a mini bag just, you know, up the cuteness factor, and you know, it's like so rare. And so when I got this, I was super excited. I did pay a pretty penny for this bag, and so it was kind of hard for me to let it go. But this was the one bag that, much like my black classic flap in the medium large size, sat in my closet, and I was happy to own it, but I didn't end up using it that often. And I had, now, like if you look at my collection video, my recent collection video, my anniversary video, this was like pretty much the least used bag out of the entire collection. And I think one of the reasons why, there's 2 reasons why. I think the first reason why is probably, actually no, maybe there's 3. There's quite a few reasons. The first reason why is that it is a very square bag, and it's very, I guess in a way, boxy, just like the classic flap is boxy. And I think when you have a little square, if you wear it crossbody, it kind of sticks out a lot more, whereas with the Chanel Wall chain, it fits more flush with your body, so it's sleeker. And so I didn't really love the boxiness. A lot of people said that you can fit a lot more, but I guess it's kind of based on your own items. I'm able to fit similar items into my walk as I can with this one. Obviously this one is easier to fit my stuff in, but it felt kind of similar as well in that sense of it being very similar to the walk, but the walk being more usable. And then the second reason why I decided to sell this bag is that I thought that I loved the pink with the gold hardware, but because this bag is from the early 2000s, I feel like the gold is just very, very, very yellow. And so whenever I tried to wear an outfit, it would just, the yellow would just like pop out of there. And because it's already a pink bag, which is, you know, not the average bag that you see, it was just very like, it just stuck out a lot. And it wasn't sort of the subtle pink and the subtle hardware that I wanted. So I couldn't really tell us ahead of time, not seeing this bag in person. Of course, this was like discontinued. I'd purchased this from an eBay seller overseas, and I had it authenticated and all that, and so it was a big lengthy process. And you never know if you're, and obviously the sales I think are final, so, and pay duties on top of that, and so there was a big investment in getting this bag, and so you would never be able to just go to the store and figure out if you like this bag because it's a vintage piece essentially. And so it is a very, very lovely bag. This particular one was in excellent condition. I'll just show you the back over here. And so it was kind of hard to let go of, but I know that having let go of this now, I feel like the money that I got back, I can use it towards something that I will use, or something like that. And so it's kind of weird that sometimes you have these Holy Grail bags and they don't turn out to be what you think. It's almost like, and I've compared bags to relationships a lot. I did that with my previous videos. And so it's kind of like thinking that, you know, you have this big crush on somebody and you finally date them and you realize that you maybe at best you like them, but you're not in love with them like you thought you were. So that's pretty much what happened to me with these two bags. And I know that through use, or in this case, non-use. The other reason why I didn't use this bag that much too, it was the same phenomenon that I had with my black classic flap. It just, you know, the cost of this bag was sort of at that threshold where I was just a little bit paranoid. I talked about that in my previous videos about my Chanel classic flap in the medium large, like the black bag. That one I felt like it's so obvious that it's a Chanel, and I couldn't wear it casually, and I felt like I couldn't wear this casually as well. I don't know if there's any other reasons. I guess it also being a sort of a long shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. I know it's caviar leather, but I still worried about color transfer. I'm not as picky about color transfer with some of my other bags that are like less expensive, because I guess because they're less expensive, but knowing that this bag cost as much as it did and how rare it was, I just felt like I couldn't wear this for my lifestyle. And so I actually did do an outfit of the day with this bag, but I never posted it. I have a screenshot from that outfit. So this is an outfit that I wore, or that I tried to wear with this bag. And as you can see here, I'm wearing sort of a ballerina skirt that's in pink, and I think I'm wearing a black top underneath, and this jacket is looking blue on the picture, but it's a black jacket over top. And I feel like this pink is sticking out a little bit more like bubblegum pink versus, I guess, the pale pink. Like, I think I most prefer the pale pink of my skirt than this bag. And so I tried wearing this outfit, and for some reason it didn't feel right. And anytime I tried an outfit and put this bag against it, in theory I thought it would look great, but it only looked kind of okay. And so that is why I ended up selling this bag. So I hope you understand, and maybe some of you have similar experiences. I'd love to hear about your stories. If there are any questions about these two bags, I could still probably answer them, because I did handle them, you know, for the time that I did own them. And once again, I did enjoy owning these bags, but you know, you don't have to own everything that you like, right? So I did let them go. I hope they go to great owners. And that's it for this video. Please subscribe and like, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.